it's interesting to talk about how to choose the right station. When I go about this kind of conversation, I approach it like a journalist. I look for the 5 Ws. I look for the who is using the data, who's buying the data, who's installing and maintaining the station. There are humans everywhere. So the who is actually quite important. The what, as I would say, is the sensor themselves, the information, the data path. That's the what. But the who, the people who are making it happen, are as important as any of the hardware and physical stuff that you can put in the ground. The where, I think, often is the driver of the solution, because you may be in a place that is either very demanding from a geographical point of view, whether it's close enough to ordinary telemetry options, or maybe it's got to fall on satellite. It may be its only option. It may be in a place that is quite cold at times of year, quite hot at times of year, that these extremes will really put a pressure on both the infrastructure and hardware itself, but the telemetry and the power generation that you might need to drive it. So the what matters quite a bit. And then finally, the when. Am I using this for current conditions? Is it a mission critical application? Is the when like all the time? Or is the when it's happening that matters most to me? Or maybe I'm doing research and the when is just a very rigorous and reliable data set that I can use over a long period of time. Those matter too. And then finally, the why of the 5 Ws is, what decision am I making? What is the most important part of all of those questions, so that I can really fine tune the priorities of things. So I may be very, very interested in the absolute best rainfall measurement I can get. Well, to do that, I might need to heat and shield the rain collector. Maybe I have to find my way to power so I can get all that to happen. So there may be things I have to, maybe extra effort I may have to put to get the answer that I want in a certain case. Or I may have a place that is so remote, I need absolute reliability, longevity, a solar system that will not quit on me just because of how remote it is. And so that some of the other pieces may fall away because I really need to have that place more than anything else. So when you go through it, I mean, these are just some of the questions to answer. You know, the where and what the choices are. There may be regulatory requirements here that force you up the chain, as it were. Maybe there is a specific standard to follow. Well, the standards can be handled, but usually at a higher cost. So the one thing I haven't mentioned down here in key factors that underlies it all is, how much is this going to cost me, right? And so when you walk through, you can go for your ideal, and then you can see if it's fitting within your budget. If not, then we can obviously work on ways of really honing in on the most important pieces and still fitting the need and fitting the budget. These are the kind of questions we love to answer to figure out the right solution.